Flipping land for profit. If you understand and get this process right, you'll make a bundle of money. This episode will start in the process of buying land for 60%, 70%, and 80% below the tax-assessed value. 20% of the properties listed are land. Many of these properties are sold for pennies on the dollar. Together, let's discover how you can tap into this little-known but massive market. Flipping land for profit. If you understand and get this process right, you'll make a bundle of money. If you miss, you'll struggle for months. It's not difficult to buy land at tax-defaulted auction. This episode will start with ideas in the process of buying land for 60%, 70%, and 80% below the tax-assessed value. Then later in this episode, I'll enlighten you and give you ideas for selling for big profits and describe some selling tips. My experience reveals approximately 20% of the properties listed for tax-defaulted auction are land. For example, it could be small farms. Many of these properties are sold for pennies on the dollar, considerably below the market price, that's for sure. The tax-defaulted property business is little known but highly lucrative business for off-market properties which are deeply discounted, especially the land. This land you could flip to a developer or you could sell for a long-term investment. Most auction buyers are concerned about homes. They've grown up in a house, they have a good idea, at least they think they've got a good idea of prices on homes, and they think they know how to fix and flip those houses. Savvy bargain hunters are contrarians. They follow the tax-defaulted property auctions in search of delinquent land. It's not difficult to buy at tax-defaulted auction, and these properties are priced at 70 to 90% below the market prices. The local county needs revenue from the auction. You could be taking good care of your family and yourself with this revenue. What I'm revealing on this video is not theory or forecasting. It's a process that is working right now to attract high income that you deserve. Approximately 20% of each tax-defaulted auction is land. You're probably thinking to yourself, this is not traditional real estate. Well, you're correct on that. It's contrarian, but it's the best way I know to make money in this business. You don't want to buy just any piece of land or residential lot. You need to do your homework. Does the property have road access? Is there water to the land? Is it residential lot? Is it zoned residential? Does it have power? Does it have sewer? What about the ingress? What about the egress? Have you thought about the easements across the land? Many areas are zoned residential, but they don't have water or power. What would you do with that property? Americans dream and love open space. 4 acres, 6 acres, 20 acres, that's what they want, they love it. However, is the delinquent land in the path of progress or is it out in the wilderness? This is a kitchen table business that you can work on 5 to 10 hours a week, making cash flow. Nationwide, there's over 3,000 county governments that auction and conduct auctions. These properties include houses, but there's also small farms, vacant land, ranches, and small apartments. Many of the actual real estate properties are used and abused. However, the land is just open land. It all looks the same from the road. You need to determine, is it agricultural? Is it orchard land? Is it a place for row crops? You need to do your due diligence. The county does not want residential lots. They do want the revenue. The county treasurer needs money to pay for the school teachers, the police department, the firefighters, county employees. The treasurer needs the money to pay the bills, so they want to sell these properties. Property owners that don't pay taxes forfeit their property to the county. The county just wants money and get the property back on the tax roll. If you're enjoying this video and want to join our journey to financial freedom, don't forget to like, leave a comment with your thoughts or questions, and subscribe to stay updated on all things wealth building. Also, unlock your exclusive free gift now by clicking the link below. Instant access awaits. Now back to our video. Do your homework and check out the land before the auction. Local county governments auction for pennies on the dollar. However, all county auctions sell as is. That means buyer beware. Caveat emptor. The county is not selling property with a warranty or claiming any specific condition. title report may have defects. You must perform your due diligence. That would include looking thoroughly at the property and understanding the boundary of the property. Is someone else encroaching on the property, or worse than that, will you be encroaching on someone else's property if you buy the property? Has someone done a survey? If you plan to sell, is it grazing land? Is it orchard land? Is it agricultural land? What is it? What if I told you this isn't easy? There's no business that's easy. You're going to work. It's not magic. There's no easy path to success. The key to the future is understanding, selling, and using media. Installment sales make it happen because thousands of buyers are turned down by the local banks. Poor FICO scores means bad credits. In other words, poor credit. And banks prefer real estate. Many with poor FICO scores have good jobs, lots of income, which mean they can make payments. Think about installment sales. Now, I've tested dozens of strategies and techniques, and I've sifted through hundreds of auction properties to see what achieves the biggest paydays. If you could buy used and abused real estate or land for pennies on the dollar and put advertisements on eBay, Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, and sell for 60 cents on the dollar, I'm sure that would work for you. It sure does for my students.